In the vast expanse of human history, scattered across the globe amidst the ruins of ancient civilizations, stand silent witnesses to the ingenuity, spirituality, and sheer determination of our ancestors. These are the statues, monoliths, and megaliths, gargantuan structures carved from the earth itself, each telling a story of a time long past. From the deserts of Egypt to the lush landscapes of Southeast Asia, these structures vary immensely in design, purpose, and mythology. Today, we embark on a journey to explore some of the most incredible and lesser-known ancient statues, monoliths, and megaliths around the world, unraveling the mysteries of civilizations that have shaped our history. Part 1. Giants of Ancient Civilizations. In the once thriving city of Memphis, the colossal statue of Ramses II stands as a monument to one of ancient Egypt's most powerful pharaohs. Carved from a single piece of limestone, this statue once oversaw the bustling activities of a city at the height of its power. Ramses II, also known as Ramses the Great, was a ruler whose reign was marked by architectural wonders and demonstrations of power, and this statue was no exception. Its creation, a marvel of ancient engineering, required not only artistic skill, but a profound understanding of geology and physics. The statue's intricate detail is simply mind-blowing, made even more impressive by the fact this statue is thousands of years old. Deep within the Shapur cave in Iran, the colossal statue of Shapur I is a testament to the Sasanian Empire's might and their achievements. Carved from a stalagmite, this statue represents Shapur I, a king who secured Persia's borders and fostered a renaissance of Persian culture and power. It stands at a huge 6.7 meters tall and was chiseled in situ. It survived an earthquake 70 years ago, which did break one of its arms. And around 1400 years ago, after the Arab invasion of Iran and collapse of the Sasanian Empire, the statue also survived being pulled down, with a part of one of its legs broken. On the theme of ancient statues, we head back over to Egypt, to the ancient city of Tanis. Here you can find the ruins of a city which was once Egypt's capital during the 21st dynasty and the 23rd dynasty. On the desert floor, you'll find several broken colossal statues, some still retaining remarkable detail. One of the most impressive findings at Tanis was a Sphinx statue. Named the Great Sphinx of Tanis, this granite masterpiece captivates with its enigmatic smile and intricate headdress. It was discovered in the ruins of the Temple of Amun-Ra, and scholars believe it may have originally been created for a pharaoh of the Middle Kingdom and later repurposed. A common practice in Egyptian history that adds layers to its historical significance and mystery. Staying in Egypt, we find the Colossi of Memnon, two massive stone statues standing guard at the entrance to Amenhotep III's mortuary temple. They're among the most enduring symbols of ancient Egypt's grandeur. These statues have stood since 1350 BC and were well known to ancient Greeks and Romans. In antiquity, one of the statues was believed to sing at dawn, a phenomenon that attracted visitors from across the ancient world. The colossi reach 18 meters, or 60 feet in height, and weigh an estimated 720 tons each. They're made from blocks of quartzite sandstone, which was quarried at a place called El Gabal El Ahmar, and transported 675 kilometers, or 420 miles to Thebes. The stones are believed to be too heavy to have been transported upstream on the Nile, so were moved here overland, something which is still unexplained today. Our final stop in Egypt for this part of the video is at the bottom of the Mediterranean Sea. The discovery of Thonis Heraclean at the dawn of the 21st century by underwater archaeologist Frank Gaudio and his team has been one of the most significant archaeological finds in recent history, shedding light on a civilization frozen in time. During the recovery of the underwater ancient artifacts, several colossal ancient Egyptian statues were found, many dating back to the 8th century BC, and still retaining a remarkable amount of their original features and intricate details. Next, we travel back in time to find perched at the top of Mount Nemrut in southeastern Turkey, a collection of colossal statues that creates one of the most hauntingly beautiful scenes in the ancient world. Commissioned by King Antiochus I of Commagene in the 1st century BC, these statues represent a unique blend of Greek, Armenian, and Persian deities, symbolizing the cultural and political aspirations of Antiochus's reign. The site, intended as a sanctuary and royal tomb, offers a panoramic view of the surrounding landscape, a fitting backdrop for a monument dedicated to gods and kings. Mysteriously, all of the ancient statues have been beheaded, and nobody knows why. Our final statue in Part 1 is the Apennine Colossus. Although not as old as some previous colossal statues, this giant, tucked away in the Villa di Pratolino in Tuscany, is a masterpiece of Renaissance sculpture that blurs the line between art and nature. Designed by Giambologna in the 16th century, this towering figure represents the Apennine Mountains, with streams of water flowing from its base. Within the giant exists a series of chambers and caves spread over 3 levels, adding a layer of mystery to this colossal masterpiece. The Colossus is about 11 meters, or 36 feet high, and is depicted naked, with stalactites in its thick beard and long hair to show the metamorphosis of man and mountain. Part 2. Sacred and Religious Monoliths. As we continue our journey through history, we transition from the grandiose statues of ancient civilizations to the sacred and religious monoliths that have inspired faith, awe, and wonder across generations. Let us delve into the realms of the divine, exploring monoliths that have not only withstood the ravages of time, but have also continued to inspire and uplift the human spirit. In the heart of Karnataka, India, stands the Gommateshwara statue, a monolithic wonder dedicated to Lord Bahubali, a revered figure in Jainism. Towering at 57 feet, this statue is celebrated for its annual Mahamastakabhisheka festival, where it is anointed with milk, saffron, and gold coins. Carved from a single block of granite, the Gommateshwara statue is a symbol of renunciation, peace, and liberation, embodying the Jain ethos of non-violence and respect for all living beings. Journeying to Sri Lanka, we encounter the Avukana Buddha statue, a magnificent example of Sinhalese stone sculpture. Standing at over 40 feet tall, this statue is carved out of a rock face, depicting the Buddha in a standing position, symbolizing stability and grace. The Avukana Buddha is a marvel of precision, with intricate details that capture the serene expression and spiritual majesty of the Enlightened One. It is a beacon of peace, inviting pilgrims and visitors to reflect on the teachings of the Buddha. Next, we travel to China to marvel at the Leshan giant Buddha, the largest stone Buddha in the world. Carved into the cliffs of Mount Nemrut, this colossal statue overlooks the confluence of 3 rivers, standing as a guardian of the land and its people. At 233 feet tall, the Leshan giant Buddha was constructed during the Tang dynasty, a monumental effort to calm the turbulent waters that plagued the shipping vessels. Today, it remains a powerful symbol of harmony and perseverance, drawing visitors from around the globe. In the serene landscapes of the Anyue grottos, we find a unique depiction of the Buddha, one that invites contemplation and introspection. The Laying Down Buddha, a representation of the Buddha's final moments before entering nirvana, is a masterpiece of Buddhist art. Carved with delicate detail, this statue captures the tranquility and liberation of the Buddha's passing, offering a poignant reminder of life's impermanence and the path to enlightenment. Not far from the tranquility of Anyue, the Rongxian giant Buddha stands in silent meditation. Similar in style to the Leshan Buddha, this statue is another magnificent example of Buddhist artistry, inviting pilgrims to reflect on the teachings of compassion and wisdom. Despite its lesser-known status, the Rongxian giant Buddha holds a special place in the hearts of those who visit, a hidden gem in the landscape of sacred monoliths. In the lush surroundings of Sri Lanka, the Buduruwagala complex houses 7 statues, but the central figure of the Buddha, standing at 51 feet, commands awe and reverence. Surrounded by figures believed to represent bodhisattvas, the Buduruwagala Buddha is a silent witness to centuries of devotion, its weathered features speaking volumes of the enduring nature of faith. The Gal Vihara, another jewel in Sri Lanka's crown, presents a breathtaking ensemble of Buddha statues carved from a single granite wall. The highlight is the reclining Buddha, a symbol of the Buddha's entry into nirvana, its serene expression a testament to the master craftsman who brought it to life. The Gal Vihara remains a pinnacle of Buddhist art, a sanctuary of peace and meditation. Our final stop takes us to the mystical setting of Ayutthaya, Thailand, where the Buddha head entwined in the roots of a tree offers a captivating sight. This image, a blend of nature and spirituality, symbolizes the enduring presence of the Buddha's teachings, even as the world changes around it. The Ayutthaya Buddha head is a poignant reminder of the impermanence of human endeavors and the eternal nature of truth and wisdom. Part 3. Mysterious Megaliths and Monoliths. As we delve deeper into the enigmatic world of ancient structures, we transition from the colossal statues of antiquity to the mysterious megaliths and monoliths that dot our planet. These stone giants, often shrouded in mystery, offer a tantalizing glimpse into the spiritual and daily lives of the people who constructed them. From the lush landscapes of Indonesia to the remote islands of the Pacific, each of these structures carries with it a story waiting to be told. Our journey begins in the heart of Indonesia, where the lush greenery hides secrets thousands of years old. Here, scattered across the landscape, are megaliths that defy easy explanation. These structures, ranging from massive stone jars to intricately carved statues, are believed to have been used in ancient rituals and as markers for the dead. The sheer variety and craftsmanship of these megaliths suggest a complex society that placed great importance on the afterlife and the commemoration of the deceased. Venturing deeper into Indonesia, we find ourselves in the Bada Valley, a place as mysterious as it is beautiful. Here, amidst the dense jungle, stand dozens of megaliths, their origins and purposes lost to time. Some of these stone figures reach up to 4 meters in height and are thought to represent ancestors or deities. The lack of written records leaves their stories open to interpretation, but their presence is a testament to the valley's significance to ancient peoples. Traveling to Colombia, we encounter the San Agustin Archaeological Park, home to over 500 monolithic sculptures. These figures, ranging from a few centimeters to several meters in height, depict a wide array of subjects, from human figures to mythical creatures. The diversity and complexity of these sculptures suggest a society with rich religious beliefs and artistic traditions. The purpose of these monoliths, whether as guardians of the dead or symbols of fertility, remains a subject of debate among scholars. On the island of Jeju, South Korea, stand the Dol Hareubang, or stone grandfathers. Carved from volcanic rock, these statues are believed to offer protection against demons and to promote fertility. With their wide-eyed expressions and mushroom-shaped hats, the Dol Hareubang are a beloved symbol of Jeju Island. Their exact origins are unclear, but they continue to be a source of fascination and reverence. Finally, we explore the steppes of Ukraine and Russia, where the Polovtsian Babas stand as silent sentinels over the landscape. These stone statues, dating back to the 12th century, are thought to represent the Kipchak ancestors of the Cumans. Carved with intricate detail, these figures often depict warriors in full regalia, a tribute to the nomadic cultures that once roamed these lands. The Polovtsian Babas serve as a poignant reminder of the region's rich and tumultuous history. Part 4. Unique and Enigmatic Sculptures. As we journey through ancient history, we sometimes encounter sculptures that defy conventional understanding, each with its own story, shrouded in mystery and allure. On the island of Naxos stand the Kouroi, ancient Greek statues that capture the idealized form of youth. The Kouroi of Naxos, carved from the island's pristine marble, are several unfinished statues that are believed to be offerings to the gods. There are several theories as to why these statues were abandoned partway through carving, and why there are so many of them on the island of Naxos, but none of them conclusively answer this puzzling mystery. Far from the classical world, in the remote valleys of Nuku Hiva in the Marquesas Islands, lie many mysterious anthropomorphic sculptures. The anthropomorphic sculptures of Nuku Hiva are figures, carved from wood and stone, represent the ancestors and deities of the Marquesan people. With their haunting expressions and intricate tattoos, they stand as guardians of the island's rich cultural heritage, embodying the spiritual beliefs and artistic prowess of a civilization isolated from the rest of the world. On the neighboring island of Hiva Oa, the Tiki statues continue this tradition of ancestor worship. The Tiki statues of Hiva Oa, imposing figures with large heads and powerful physiques, are believed to hold mana, a spiritual energy. They serve as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, protecting the community and connecting them with their ancestors. The craftsmanship and symbolism of these statues offer a window into the complex social and religious structures of Polynesian culture. In the heart of Sardinia, the giants of Monte Prama stand as silent sentinels over an ancient necropolis. These sandstone warriors, boxers, and archers, towering up to 2.5 meters tall, are among the oldest large-scale statues in the Mediterranean, dating back almost 3,000 years. Their discovery has rewritten the history of the island, revealing a sophisticated civilization with connections across the ancient world. In the tropical lowlands of what is now Mexico, the Olmec civilization left behind many colossal stone heads, each with distinctive facial features, suggesting individual portraits of important people. These massive sculptures, some weighing over 20 tons, are a testament to the Olmec's engineering skills and their reverence for their leaders. The purpose and meaning of these heads remain subjects of debate, adding to the mystery of the Olmec civilization, considered to be the mother culture of Mesoamerica. Next, we look at the serene, smiling faces carved into the stone towers of Angkor Thom in Cambodia. These iconic symbols of the Khmer Empire are faces, believed to represent the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara, or perhaps the king himself. They gaze out in the four cardinal directions, symbolizing the omnipresence of the king's power and the benevolence of his rule. The technical mastery and profound symbolism of these carvings continue to awe visitors from around the world. Lastly, the Pujin Ferry ruins in China offer a glimpse into the ancient state of Qi's military and engineering prowess. Here, heavy iron statues served both decorative and practical purposes, marking the site of a strategic crossing of the Yellow River. These metal sculptures, ranging from mythical creatures to historical figures, were cast in the Kayuan period of the Tang dynasty, dating back as far as the year 713 AD. The iron ox are massive and heavyweight in every sense. This rare and sophisticated craftsmanship almost seems too advanced to find in this era of history in ancient China. Part 5. Artistic Expressions in Stone. In the final part of our video, let's explore some remarkable artistic expressions carved into stone that seem to challenge what's possible by human hands. First, we venture to the steep hillsides of Dazu, China, where the Dazu Rock Carvings offer a window into the spiritual and secular life of medieval China. Carved between the 9th and 13th centuries, these sculptures are a testament to the harmonious blend of Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. The precision and detail in these carvings are captivating, revealing stories of morality, enlightenment, and everyday life. The sheer scale and intricacy of the work, with over 50,000 statues and 100,000 Chinese characters of inscriptions, make the Dazu Rock Carvings a monumental achievement in stone. Next, we journey to the Longmen Grottos, located along the banks of the Yi River in Henan Province, China. Here, tens of thousands of Buddha statues gaze serenely from their limestone sanctuaries, carved during the Northern Wei and Tang dynasties. The site, stretching over a kilometer, is a gallery of devotion, showcasing the evolution of Chinese Buddhist art. Among the myriad of sculptures, the towering figure of Avukana Buddha stands as a highlight, its serene expression embodying the Buddhist ideal of compassion and wisdom. Our exploration then takes us to the mystical hills of Unakoti, in the northeastern state of Tripura, India. Unakoti translates to one less than a crore, referring to the legend of 99,999 gods who were turned to stone for failing to wake up on time. This site is a marvel of rock-cut art, featuring colossal bas-relief sculptures that blend seamlessly with the natural landscape. The central figure, a giant head of Shiva, known as the Unakoteswara Kalb Bhairava, towers over the site, its enigmatic gaze inviting pilgrims and travelers alike to ponder the mysteries of faith and time. Finally, we find ourselves in the serene setting of Caldrog Cemetery on Boa Island, Northern Ireland. The graveyard dates from the Irish early Christian period, around 400 to 800 AD. Here, amidst the graves, stands one of the most enigmatic stone figures of ancient Europe, the Janus figure. Carved from a single piece of stone, this double-faced statue embodies the duality of life and death. The Janus figure, along with the other mysterious stone carvings in the cemetery, offers a glimpse into the spiritual beliefs of the Celtic people, their artistry creating a sacred space that bridges the world of the living and the dead. And that's it for this video. There are many more ancient marvels just like the ones featured today. If you'd like to see more, visit thebrainchamber.com, where you can find thousands of ancient and mysterious sites, ruins, and artifacts from around the world. And if you'd like to see more content like this here on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.